Guys, welcome back. So today's Monday, and this morning I absolutely totally tore. What was it? What was the word for it? I pulled my neck, so it's like I can't really look to the left or right. It really hurts. So today on the live stream, you probably noticed I was like a little bit because well, everything just hurts right now. Anyway, pre-market also hurt a little bit. Not a lot of stuff happening besides PSV coming out of nowhere's land to kind of save the day a little bit. I didn't really end up trading that one, but it was just small caps. We were getting like 20% of what we usually get. And my theory behind that, based on what I was talking about pre-market, is today was Apple's 4-to-1 split and Tesla's 5-to-1 split. I think there was a lot of attentions on large caps and even mid caps today. I mean, heck, I even traded GameStop today, which usually isn't something that would fall into my ideal ticker category. Anyway, being a slow Monday, we had a little bit more time to talk about swing trades. And one swing trade that was called out in the chat room this morning was RXT, Rackspace. So I want to dive into a little bit more on this ticker because I find that this one has a phenomenal possible swing trade opportunity coming up. So let's go to the charts now. Don't forget to drop a like, guys, if you enjoy the content. If you're totally new here, consider subscribing. You put a smile on my face and you'd be joining an epic community. I know I absolutely love it, and I'm always learning something new from you guys. Let's go to the charts now. All right, guys. So welcome back to the stream. And for those of you guys who were not on the stream today, if I sound a little bit weird, it's because I really hurt my neck this morning and I can't really move my head too much, so I'm just like a freaking stiff koala bear today. Anyway, what we want to talk about today is a little bit different because the small caps really were not that interesting. Let me quickly go ahead and show you guys. Our top small cap today was PSV with about $50 million volume on the day. Really small, and that is something which was a little bit disappointing, but also something that we predicted a little bit. I mean, by now we would see something over $500 million volume. So we're really seeing just like 20% today of what we're usually seeing. So really small activity. And I think a big reason for that is because large caps, especially on the NASDAQ, are exploding today. We had the AAPL reverse split, 4-to-1 reverse split, and we had Tesla 5-to-1 reverse split. So we were talking about those a little bit on the live stream today. I didn't trade them, but we were just kind of watching them and seeing what happened. And then GME, GameStop, this was a ticker we traded today. Really small profits. Unfortunately, with GME, we almost, we'll talk about it in a second, GNW, and then huge different tickers that we traded as well. What I do want to talk about on this stream as well is RXT, Rackspace, that is actually looking like a potential really good swing. So we'll focus on Rackspace near the end of this video. I just want to really quickly review the trades that we made today. So GW, oh boy, I actually just forgot, GNW. I was like, wait, what? GNW was one of the tickers. This was acting like a small cap, but with that giant float, it got me a little bit nervous. 500 million float, guys. That's huge. So typically we don't trade, we're not trading companies over 50 million float. Occasionally we'll trade like 100 million float company or 150 million float company, but we're trading small cap. So the fact that this thing had a 500 million float, I already knew that this was a very unusual ticker for us to be trading. It's a USA life insurance company with private offering closed. They raised $750 million. So pretty good catalyst, but at the same time, it's one of those catalysts that tends to always be priced in so much, or priced in already. I don't really trade based off those catalysts too much. I don't really find them so exciting. So we had huge resistance here around 3.4. We had big support around 3. So that's kind of where I wanted to be trading this one. I did a little bit of a trade here pre-market. This was a bit of a slip up. You can kind of see basically a scratch, small profit on this one, but more or less a scratch. I really wanted to trade this one at 2.9. My actual goal was around 286 and we never really hit it. I constantly had my limit order in that area, and you guys can see here under canceled orders, we had 76 orders canceled. This was really a bit annoying. You guys, if you were on the stream, you probably remember this. I was moving up my limit orders. I was really chasing in these areas. I should have been a little bit more aggressive because I knew there was big support here. So kind of shame on me for letting this one run past me. I mean, we could have, wrapped up $300, $400, $500 profit on this one trade alone if I did, 2 trades, or if I just let this one ride a little bit longer. So I'm kind of upset I didn't get more aggressive on a super kind of obvious trade. A little bit unfortunate. Reminds me a little bit of a trade we did on Friday with XPEV, the recent IPO, the Chinese company that Chinese electric car company that IPO'd. So this was kind of similar. We knew we had really big support here at 225. We started buying around 225. Then we sold here on the pop. This was a really, really nice trade. And then we bought the pullback here and then sold on the next pop. So this was a very, very similar trade with GNW. So I'm a little bit annoyed that I didn't really get more aggressive on it. Again, I don't really want to blame anything. I was just a little bit unconfident today. Or I don't know, I wouldn't even really say unconfident, but I was just not really in the mood for trading. I mean, not necessarily because it's a Monday, but it just, standing right now is very painful. And you probably just saw it on my face during the stream. I was just not super enthusiastic because everything hurts on me right now, or at least my neck really, really hurts. But oh well, it is what it is. Good to watch the markets. Hopefully tomorrow I'll feel a little bit better, but we'll see what happens. Next ticker to talk about, so GNW, GME, GameStop, GME. This one really popped on our list a little bit late, and I did one really quick trade on this one. We were breaking out higher here. You can see that we broke past this kind of 6.5 resistance zone, and then it looks like we had a high of $7. So that was my trade. That was my thesis. So we broke up higher here. Big volume kind of was pulling up. I really, really like this. Then we were having a healthy pullback to the 9 EMA. I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna rush this order. If we don't get filled, we don't get filled. I'm gonna put an order conservatively around like 155 or no, even lower. Oh yeah, now I remember. I had a limit order ready to go at 153. But only kind of like it was just set up here, right? It wasn't actually placed in the order book. And then I actually ended up missing it because it was a flash down here. And then I was like, okay, well, that was kind of annoying. I just missed my entry. So I placed the limit order at like 158 apparently. And then we had another quick pullback. I luckily got that entry and then kind of wrote this near the top. The problem with this one was it was a quick mover. It was 4%. And I literally, on this spike to the upside, I was like, whoa, that was a really quick, unexpected move. I said, join the ask. And then we sold off, and I did not get my exit that I wanted, and then I ended up selling here at 82, which, again, I'm not complaining about, but it was, we walked away here with like $30 profit. Could have easily been like $100 profit trade. Just wasn't quick enough on this one. Luckily, I got out, and I didn't take a loss on this trade. That's always really annoying when you close out a winning trade for a loss. Because it sold off so much. And the reason I decided to get out here and not wait for $7 is because there was so much selling volume. I was instantly like, this thing does not feel right. Let me get out of this one. Actually kind of looking like $6 is a lot of support here. This could be a nice little bump back to the upside. Maybe I might even consider trading this one. Huge, another ticker that again, pre-market was showing some signs of possible activity, but before the open, I already knew I wasn't going to be trading this one, and I'll tell you guys why. This one had 10 million flow, Canadian drug manufacturer company with coronavirus FDA new drug application. The coronavirus new drug applications have been a little bit, I'm not going to say overplayed. I mean, great that companies are coming out with these applications, but in the stock market, they're just not reacting anymore like they used to. So I knew that this one was a little bit, shaky. It wasn't really already holding its highs pre-market. A lot of red flags here. At the open, in terms of like the 7 a.m. open, when TOS starts opening its doors to pre-market trading, this thing instantly had a wicked flush here, 5%. But then right in the same candle, popped back up and then ran again here. And I was like, okay, well, maybe huge is going to be back in action. So I ended up wanting to buy the pullback here, 388. That was actually my first entry. We dipped lower and I bought a second entry. So I was down like 1%. With about like 3K position size, which was, aggressive for pre-market trading. But at the same time, I am trying to increase my position sizes now to around $5,000. So 3K was still under my, full position size. And ideally, I want to hit, 10K position sizes very, very soon. So yeah, we had a nice little pop higher here. I actually ended up closing my position on the retest of VWAP. Had a nice little profit on this one. No, blow away trade. I was like, okay, nice little base hit. I'll take it, but whatever. Not like anything like woohoo. Not like a blow away trade. Again, like I'm not trying to, sound negative for making money. I'm just saying like it was a simple base hit, nothing, no home run, nothing basic. And actually that ended up being my biggest winner today. So it kind of shows you that I wasn't on my game today. And also the small caps really weren't that highlighted today. So, walking away today with $100 profit, I really can't complain. It is, we're still not using that big position size this month. My average position size is about $2,500. So based off of that, it was actually a pretty decent green day. But again, like it wasn't anything too crazy. The markets weren't crazy. I wasn't feeling too hot. So walking away with $100 that I didn't have this morning is a good feeling, right? In the end, it is kind of a nice win, but it just, yeah, I really missed the main trade on GNW today. That was really the one that kind of got away more or less. This was a really, really nice bottom bounce off of 290. So yeah, what I do want to talk about here, RXT, I'm trying to make this as quick as possible. RXT, and actually, let me just always make sure that the volume's here. Sometimes I forget that use the right microphone. So RXT, recent IPO, Rackspace Technologies, and 4 billion market cap, so pretty much in the space that we're looking for swing trades. 200 million float, really, really big. So I love swing trading these kind of like mid caps. They're really, really good fun. So, and they have a little bit more momentum behind it. So they're coming out with a earnings report at 4 p.m. today. Now, I'm not big in trading, anticipation of news. I almost never trade anticipation of news, and I don't like holding over anticipation. But I gotta say, this one has really good momentum. So let's quickly go here to the 4 hour. I'll show you a little bit more. We had a nice breakout here on this $20 zone. That's really, really good volume to see that. Now it looks like we had a high here, 21, not really able to hold these zones. I would not be surprised if RKT failed to hold these highs and actually broke below 20 and maybe found some support here around 20. So that's what I'm gonna be looking for. I'm gonna be looking for this news to come out. I think good or bad, there's gonna be a dip. Oftentimes, there's profit taking, there's just a lot of speculation, buy the rumor, sell the news. You just don't know. I'm not going to be buying in these prices, but I do like the momentum we're seeing on Rackspace. So if we do see, whatever happens, ideally something good happens and the price sells off a little bit, that's like perfect scenario. If it's really, really bad earnings, obviously I would probably consider not trading this one, but I do like the fact that we had a shoulder here. We broke past that shoulder. That's a very bullish sign. Recent IPO with big momentum. And then check out this. Not almost every, but a lot of larger institutions, Deutsche Bank, Credit Suisse, Citigroup, RBC, Capitals, I don't know that one actually, Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, all the Barclays, all these companies are actually increasing their price targets between $23, $28, $44, $24, $27, $26. So all these companies apparently think, and these are big names, these aren't just some small analyst firms, they think that RXT is going to go higher. And with that many analysts following a stock, even if they're wrong, it creates a lot of momentum, even if the rhetoric is wrong, it creates a lot of momentum, and then sometimes the price gets there regardless. So I would like to trade this on a pullback. Again, I don't know what kind of pullback we're going to see, but oftentimes there are a little bit of a retest. So anywhere around this 9 moving EMA, I'm going to be looking forward to buy with RXT. That would be a great swing trade. And I'm looking forward to it. So let's see what happens. I'll keep my eyes out for it. The only other swing trade that I'm actually in right now with my challenge account is, Space. So Space, we are, since the open here, 115 bucks in the profit. Nothing really, really too much. But this one, again, I was looking for that kind of crack of 17. We got the crack of 17. I bought here at 1688. We were up actually quite decently on this one, but I was looking for that break of 19. Then a pullback here again. I wanted to average down on this one actually, but it never broke below 16.85. If we got to like the 1650s, I would have been averaging down onto this one. So right now I'm looking for this one to ideally go into the 19s, start selling and take profits into the 20s. I'm not sure what's going to happen after that, but I feel like that's a pretty good risk reward trade. So for now, that's my strategy for SPCE. I would love to add, RXT to the list. In other news, with the Tesla and the Apple IPO today, or not IPO, sorry, split today, I gotta say this is really impressive. So Apple is already up here 3%, insane move so far with Apple, and then Tesla 8%. I gotta say that is really, really impressive. I never switch here. So this is Apple. This is the 4 hour. So there was a little bit of a spike here to the upside pre-market. Really, really sweet move with Apple, and then Tesla just absolutely slaying the beasts here. And I actually just learned that Tesla's coming out with watches now. So that's going to be also really, really interesting. Definitely going into the smart wearable space, which is a huge space right now for Apple. Yeah, let's see what happens. Again, my focus, not so much on Tesla and Apple right at the moment. I would love to pick these two companies up. I feel like they're a little bit overextended at the moment, and I'm going to see what happens in the next few weeks. Would love to buy these on any kind of dip. But Tesla, the dips on it have not been very strong lately. So, if we do see some sort of $19 dip or something around big support, I would probably add to my, investment portfolio and not swing trade these ones at all. Because I found swing trading Tesla and Apple have been very difficult, at least for me. Maybe you guys are killing it, but I know for me, I've been tripping over myself on these ones. So, I'm always waiting for bigger dips. That just never happens. So averaging down or just buying into Tesla and Apple seems to be the way to go. Again, we are very overextended, I feel like, on both these tickers. So maybe there will be a little bit of a pullback at one point. But for now, RXT is going to be one of these swing trades on my watch list. I'll be watching very, very closely. All right, guys, let's wrap it up with that. Don't forget to drop a like if you enjoyed the content. If you're totally new here, consider subscribing. We go live every morning at 9:15 a.m. to review the watch list, then trade the market open. It's good fun. Join the community. It's absolutely a ridiculously fun place. And actually, RXT, I learned it from you guys today in the community. So, love what you guys are always sharing in there. I'll see you guys tomorrow then. Stay safe and make some awesome trades. Ciao, ciao.